Hello everyone, welcome to yet another session of Chapter 4 Popular Struggles and Movements from Class 10 Politics. Here we are dealing with the topic mobilization and organization. We can look at how mobilizations and organizations making a struggle successful and their role in driving a movement or a struggle. Let's have a look. Struggles in Nepal and Bolivia shows the indirect ways in which people can get governments to listen to their demands. In Nepal, seven-party alliance is formed. We can discuss in detail about this in later slides. Then interest groups or pressure groups are also emerged. We can look at what is interest group or pressure group. This is an organization and they undertake activities to promote their interests or their viewpoints. Then people also act together without forming organization. The two popular struggles we are discussing in the chapter is struggle from Nepal and the struggle from Bolivia. First we can look at the mobilization and organization in Nepal. Seven-party alliance is in the forefront of the movement for democracy in Nepal. This alliance includes some big parties that had members in the parliament. Then Nepalese Communist Party, that is Maoist. Even though they did not believe in parliamentary democracy, Maoists also involved in an armed struggle against the Nepalese government and had also established its control over large parts of Nepal. But during the movement for restoration of democracy, they stood with the common people. Then labor unions and their federations, organization of indigenous people, teachers and lawyers, human rights groups are also joined in the protest. Next, we can look at the mobilization and organization in Bolivia. The popular struggle in Bolivia, that is Bolivia's water war, was led by an organization called FEDCOR. This organization comprised local professionals including engineers and environmentalists. They are supported by Federation of Farmers, Confederation of Factory Workers Union, middle class students from Cochabamba University, then homeless street children from the city. The movement was also supported by Socialist Party which came in power in 2006. From these two examples, we can conclude that in a democracy, several different kinds of organization work behind any struggle. It is either through a direct participation in competitive politics, that is by creating parties, then contesting election and forming a government, or through the formation of an organization and promoting their views and interest, which is commonly known as interest groups or pressure groups. Because all the citizens will not be interested in contesting election or being active in political parties. In such a case, they will work in association with pressure groups or interest groups. Okay, these are about mobilization and organization. It's a very simple topic. Hope everyone can follow me. Thanks for watching. All the very best. Have a nice day. Thank you.